He did not want to be.
I don't
know. Well, I mean, all the power to him. You know, for. I think he watches these back actually, because he said that he watched the Tears one yesterday and like commented on me not saving in a dungeon.
That might have just been because it was Tears, though.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the bulk of it was like it was advertised as a Final Fantasy video.
Okay.
But
it was
maybe
advertised.
Hold on. Well, you know, the thumbnail.
There were billboards and billboards and everything.
You know, the thumbnail was Tears.
Yeah, there was a billboard saying this is a Final Fantasy video in big bold letters.
D-Wolf's new Final Fantasy video is finally out. Oh, I feel very silly. I think I deleted the other. Yeah, no, the thumbnail is Big Fat Cloud Strife, so.
Big fat clock.
This is true.
Oh wait, no, I might be wrong. It might be the. Oh yeah, I'm probably wrong. Anyways, I feel really silly. I think I deleted all the other footage of Final Fantasy VII Remake because I was in the middle of summer, and I deleted a lot of previous recordings. And I feel pretty silly about that because I was gonna tell Salsa to just watch the other ones back, so I didn't have to replay it.
What are you talking about?
I was gonna tell the like previous recordings of me playing Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, okay.
They don't exist anymore. It's very sad. I even tried to learn what is called a song. Songs can make someone have feelings for you. That's what they say. So I practiced every day. But he still won't look my way. Who's talking right now?
I think the boss.
I see. I ate more. What? I even ate machine life forms. Okay.
Don't read this aloud. John hasn't seen this.
So you know, like the boss, she used to be like a tiny machine.
Oh.
Miwen,
but then she did so much to change herself.
DJ,
so she
don't spoil the game for me.
I'm not
so that she could
anything. What are you talking about?
I'm explaining lore.
No.
Oh, okay, you know what? Never mind.
Okay.
You heard me,
Still
DJ.
won't look my way.
No,
What game? Don't spoil what game.
Nier.
Exactly.
What game? This game.
Nier.
If you're worried about game spoilers, then leave the call, dog. That's what is on right now.
I'm not watching though. That's just it. If I was worried about it.
We're still talking about this game that Redmoon's currently playing, though. Anyways, he won't look my way. 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 He won't look my way.
Me as fuck.
Won't look
Me
my
as
way.
fuck.
Won't look my way. Won't look my way. Won't look my way. Won't look my. Who is he talking about? Or she? Whatever.
Herself.
She's.
What?
No, she's talking about her lover.
Won't look my way. 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 Won't look my way.
I'm the rage.
My way. Won't look my way. Won't look my way. Won't look my way. Won't look my way. He still won't look my way.
Me as fuck.
That's when I realized he cares not for jewels, or songs, or beauty, or appearance, or anything else. I cannot win his love. Why have I done this to myself? Meaningless. 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 I gaze into the mirror. In its reflection, I see only my own meaninglessness. And so I scream. Someone, please, look my way.
In the anime, this is a lot sadder.
There's an anime?
Yeah, there's an anime.
Oh my god.
Like the anime?
This
is the most stacked franchise that I've not heard a damn thing about.
During the hacking segment, instead of just being the shoot the top down like asteroids clone, instead Nines is literally like dragged down through her memories.
I've got your back
Cool.
I've got your back anytime.
That's how the hacking is in the anime a lot, instead of just being the gameplay segment.
No, they're dead. We can't save them.
Guess what? I gotta pee.
Wash your hands.
I always wash my hands.
Wash your hands, bitch.
Oh. Sounds so disappointed.
So,
What is it?
that machine had some pretty weird things to say, huh? It's almost like it had
You
actual
put it down on my
emotions.
The
TV.
machines don't have feelings. You said that yourself.
Yeah, I guess.
Satisfying ass footsteps.
Hostiles!
I am not hostile.
Huh?
You defeated Broken Machine. You saved us.
This thing is awfully verbose for a machine.
We repay you. Come to our village.
It could be a trap. Still, we should at least head over there and gather data, right?
This way.
I like these footstep sounds.
I always love the music in Drakengard 3. In Drakengard 3, I've talked about this a lot, but I'll continue talking about it because I can't shut up about it. I put myself through 20 hours of that game, so... In Drakengard 3, the main bosses summon gods from other worlds by singing. So it's like their voice becomes an instrument, like digitally, like slowly transition into the bass.
There are no spare parts or fuel in space, after all.
And it's in a completely different genre. It's all like really high tempo music compared to like the orchestral medieval music.
So
And it's thematically fitting because they're summoning creatures from different worlds. Hold on, let me find the best one.
Well, there are a few theories about that, but no one knows for sure. Hard to tell what an alien is thinking, you know?
Brother,
Oh shit.
why do we have to wear undergarments? It's such a hassle.
The records claim humans covered their crotches as they went about their business. Revealing one's genitals was seen as problematic. So just
Bars.
be quiet and wear them already.
Okay, but why are we eating this plant matter? Machines don't need to eat things like this.
This is the type of fruit. Our data suggests that mankind gained great intelligence from consuming fruit. So quit griping and eat it already.
I'm back.
Alright, if that's what you want.
Why are
Hello,
they
young
sitting
thug.
at the longest table known to man? How do they even hear each other?
Oh,
It's
great.
funny.
Adam-
In Deadly Premonition, the
Adam
dining
and
table at the
Eve?
hotel has a thing like that.
It's Adam and Eve.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
It's Atom Eve.
It would have been really funny if they were named Adam and
I'll
Steve,
give
though.
me. I want
That would've been funny.
Invincible. I want Omni-Man. I want Adam Eve.
Guys, which one is your favorite?
Don't want to fight.
Guys, what is your
what's your
favorite?
favorite?
Invincible,
Invincible,
Mark,
Omni-Man,
Omni-Man,
Adam
Eve,
Eve, Wexplode,
William.
Wobot.
Duplicate.
I could see you as Robot DJ.
Me as robot?
Yeah.
I'd have
Like
to
in
be
his
the.
robot form.
I was gonna say I can do the shell. I can do or I can do the little shriveled little kid version.
Well, I wouldn't.
That'd be silly.
I would, that would kind of be silly. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll do. I could.
You know
I
what?
could,
It's I watched the series before you, but you did
shoot,
just have so it's fresher in your memory. Could you explain to me what Robot's whole deal is again?
He was born with
Basically,
like an extreme deficiency, or like just kind of. He was just born that way, and
He was kind of born with a life deficiency, pretty
yeah.
much. So he had to like use this little
to-
chamber, but he uses like he basically controls like his robot shells from the from the container. But one day he went to the Mahler brothers after kind of falling in love with Monster Girl.
Yeah.
And is like, guys, make me an actual like body, please. Like, clone me into a real person. So they clone him into a body of a guy named Rudy, or that's what they call him.
I thought that,
he used
and it
Rex's
was
blood as a base,
yeah, it was
right?
Rex's blood.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah,
thought
he uses
that,
Rex's blood as the base. Yeah.
So I really thought there's a thing about storytelling for me where if you use like a clone or a copy of a character, it doesn't feel like that same. Like in Endgame, Thanos at the end of that movie is not Thanos in Infinity War, and it doesn't feel like Thanos in Infinity War. So it just makes that kind of, it just makes it feel weaker for me. I thought that's what was gonna happen with Robot, but it's how they did that, where he said like, I don't know if I'm the original or if I'm the clone, blah blah blah. I that kind of saved it for me.
Soma.
And it feeling like it was the same character.
There's this thing called the Clone Saga, and it's gonna blow your mind.
What's the Clone Saga?
The worst arc in Spider-Man.
Oh my god! Why
The
did
worst arc in
Horrors
Spider-Man
of things.
history.
You should play Soma.
Is it? Are you? What franchise?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Alright, so in the 90s...
Oh no.
Alright, so in the early Spider-Man comics, there was a story where the Jackal, he cloned Spider-Man, and the comic ended with a fight between them, with the both of them confused, and like not knowing which one's the real, like biological Parker, right? So one of them just decides, oh, it's me. And like you never see him again for the next like real life 20 years. So that was like in the 70s. In the 90s, that clone comes back as Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider, and a whole lot of stuff happens. Clones of Spider-Man are like mass produced or something, which leads to like Spider-Side and Pain. And a plot twist that they backpedaled on was revealing that the clone that had gone into hiding and thought that he was the clone turned out to be the real Peter Parker, while the whole time the comic was following the clone, who we thought was the real one.
So,
and then
so not
the audience at the time hated this decision. So Marvel was forced to backpedal by saying that the test results from the thing that said that one was a clone and the other wasn't were mixed up by the Green Goblin, who was still alive after being killed the last 20 years.
Oh my god.
Never
mind. Shadow the Hedgehog moment.
In a final battle, the clone, one of them is killed. He gets like penetrated through the chest, and he turns into dust, thus clearing up any thoughts that Peter is the clone.
Gosh diddly darn.
It is so bad.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad.
I can't be the only one that thought that Shadow the Hedgehog in Shadow the Hedgehog being the original is like lame as hell. I prefer the story of this android copy version of Shadow going on his own adventure and finding his own kind of path in life is just more compelling to me.
See, cause I agree.
Yeah. Having it be because then the whole ending of Sonic Adventure 2 is like pointless. These characters stand around for 30 minutes just talking about the life that they just lost in this big climactic battle, just for it to be haha he's back and ready for action, and way worse written. I mean, it made for a decent good moment in 06, but even then I feel like 06 would still...
Case, then you know Maria's promise shouldn't mean anything to Shadow like current day Shadow.
I mean, no, that's still Shadow's purpose. That's still the purpose of a Shadow, which is why a Shadow charting his own path would be even more compelling. Because now he's like, oh, the legacy, the lineage of Shadow has always been to protect the world at no matter cost. And now this Shadow is like, but what if I want to be an evil bad guy and work for the aliens and do good for them? I feel like that's more compelling. I guess 06 would have been weaker for it, but also 06 is, well, it's Sonic 06. One moment in a...
The story is actually pretty alright, the visuals and gameplay just suck.
No, I like the story, it's still my favorite Sonic story, but it's messy as hell. It is, yeah.
Oh, my favorite story is SA2.
I find it the most compelling for me. I like SA2, but it's... I cried at the end of 06's story. I can't even tell you why. It was just very touching how they wrapped everything up. It felt very cinematic for this franchise.
And you cry a lot.
I actually don't cry as often as you think. It's just when I do, I celebrate it.
I cried at the final ending of Nier Automata. That's the only time a game has made me cry.
I don't cry for a lot of games.
When I was little, I once cried at a YouTube short film about an old lady who has like a robot servant, and then the old lady dies, and then the robot tries putting batteries in her because he thought that it would work on her as well since it did for him.
Oh.
Wally made me cry.
That is devastating.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, that is so sad.
I guess I do cry a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, I've not cried at a game.
How many games have I cried for?
In a while. I cried during Spider-Man PS4.
Really?
When I first played that game because Aunt May died.
Oh, yeah, that was a really good moment.
Hold on.
Come on.
It was when I first played that game and I had no clue that she died, and then I got to that part and I had not experienced an Aunt May death ever
Deliver us.
in Spider-Man media. So when she died, I was so shocked I started crying.
Can I say that Aunt May's death in No Way Home felt very cheap?
Yeah.
Like, it did not feel deserved. Or not deserved, I don't know what the right word is, but it just didn't, it felt like it just kind of happened.
You said she doesn't deserve to die?
A lot of No Way Home seemed very cheap.
Yeah, I mean, that was the whole point of the movie, is kind of fan. For what it's worth, they did a good job at making the fan service work with the movie, but you can still tell that the plot of that movie was only written to have Raimi in it. Anyways, what else is
No Way Home when it first came out?
The silliest thing I've cried for is probably the Mario movie.
The silliest thing I've cried over is spilled milk.
The cheapest. So true.
The silliest thing I've cried over
Arthur Christmas is also a good answer for that.
A goldfish I won at a Halloween festival.
Arthur
5
Christmas
minutes later after I won it.
Aww. That's really sad.
Thank you.
What is... I actually didn't cry during Final Fantasy VII, the original game. I sobbed at the end of Remake. I can't even tell you why. I just really like the music in that game, I guess.
Eminent.
Oh, you know what we should watch tomorrow if you can, DJ?
What's that?
Fucking Wonka, yeah.
Alright. If we,
Gronka.
If we're baby Gronka.
That movie made me cry, and it's not even silly.
Schindler's List. I'm just gonna go down the list.
I guess you could say.
I have a list of this.
I guess you could say I wonk my willy.
Oh, the music video for this comes from Inside. That one was a lot. That one was really, oh my god. And now every time I watch it back,
when we first watched it, you weren't like a really big fan.
Yeah, no, I was just kind of like, I can't even tell you what changed. I mean, I was watching it through a Discord stream for one, and for two, it was like,
that's true.
And for two, I was like, oh, the visuals are kind of neat, I guess, and I was more focused on the music, which I wasn't really a big fan of at the time, because that song really is just one chord progression. One like 4-measure chord progression for 4 minutes, but I mean I've grown to love it since then. They do a lot with those 3 chords. No, because the second time I watched it, I was more infatuated with the visuals, and then, I mean, that was in my kind of retrospective phase of FNAF content, consuming FNAF content. So it's funny. I was expecting to cry during I Can't Fix You, and I didn't. So that's probably also another reason, is whenever I expect to cry at something, I don't, and whenever I don't, I do.
We're supposed to be here to cry.
And the easiest way to get me to cry with something is for me to be like immersed, engaged, whatever. I'm just like really into what I'm seeing, and then you pull your heartstrings. Because if it's just like blah 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 and then heartstrings pulled, I'm not gonna really get into it. But if it's something like Let me find it. What? That is a good example because I was like, oh my god, these visuals are insane. Probably. But like Yondu's death in Guardians Volume 2, it's not the funeral that makes me cry. It's shut up. It's not the funeral that makes me cry. It's Kraglin's reaction to it that does it for me.
Could you say that he had a yawn death?
He had a what?
Yawn death.
What's that?
Think about it for a second.
A yawn death? Oh. Yawn do not live anymore.
Yawn do my nuts fit in your mouth.
I'm just gonna go down the list. Endgame was the first movie that made me cry.
Yawn doing your mom.
Guardians Volume 2.
Do you have a list of like movies that made you cry?
Yeah, I have a list of everything that's made me, like all entertainment.
Edgewood just made me cry.
Swag. Guardians Volume 2, Arthur Christmas, Kung Fu Panda 2, that was also silly. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled when they said they weren't making any more DLC. That one hurt because I loved that game. I still love that game.
Called Unbroken made me cry once.
Swag. More like Forspoken. Got
him. I cried at the end of Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I think it was sad because it was over with.
I cried at the end of Assassination Classroom. That one fucked me up for a week.
Oh, I cried when I watched One Piece.
Final Fantasy VII Mission Abridged. Aerith's death always makes me cry. They did that perfectly. Zoolander made me cry, but that was because I was laughing. That was that's different.
Zoolander.
There's a really touching scene in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, which is like a Mr. Rogers kind of movie.
Yeah.
Which it's generally mid movie, honestly. Like it's okay, it's good, it's a fun little whatever, but there's one scene where he's on a bus train and all these like teenagers come up and start singing his theme song to show like the impact that this guy had on their childhood. I don't know, that really touched me. It's cheap.
I cried at the end of Attack on
cheap
Titan.
nostalgic crap, but it did get me.
I also cried at the end of Attack on Titan.
Not because it was sad, because it was over.
Yeah, because it was over, and then I like
God,
finally. Cause when fucking I don't wanna say too much in case anyone here that wants to watch Attack on Titan.
I don't think I'm ever gonna watch it. Go for it.
Just use letters.
Or just like DM. Just DM.
Use letters. We'll know.
When the BC does the DF. Oh man, that really.
When B cuts off C, like that kind of.
When you know. When all the A's appear in front of B, and B starts like crying, I was like,
Are you talking about in front of all the all the big?
Yeah, all the C's, yeah. Like that was too much. I started crying.
Oh, Schindler's List. Oh my God, that was in class. That was really bad. Have any of you guys seen Schindler's List?
Yeah, I've seen.
I remember someone was trying to insult someone by saying that they probably jerked off to Schindler's List, and I was like, oh my fucking god.
I mean, there is a sex scene in that movie, so. No, yeah, the scene where he's counting off like all the things he could have sold to get more lives. That really, because he spends the entire movie being like, nah, I'm only doing it to get more workers in the factory, but then he just kind of breaks down in front of everybody. Like that was a really good moment. Mitchell's versus the Machines was the quickest I've cried. That was like 10 minutes into the movie. Probably not even. Wally, Everything Everywhere, duh. I cried 4 times on that one.
You know what was interesting?
What's interesting?
I think I've already brought this up to you, DJ, but the first time I watched Into the Spider-Verse, I did not cry. I haven't cried, like, I've rewatched that movie like 5 times. I never cried until the last time where I watched it, which was at a symphony concert that DJ was also at.
Yeah.
And then, for some reason, at that concert...
Is it the spark of you?
During the scene...
Is it the spark of you? The spark in you?
Yeah, the one where Miles' dad is talking to him while Miles is in his dorm room. Like, that one just made me cry.
Yeah.
For like, I don't even know why it happened on that day.
Because it's such a good scene. No, yeah, at the end of it when they were playing, I've actually never. Oh, is it Want You Gone?
Also,
Yeah, I cried
Yeah.
at the like.
Oh, the opera.
theme,
The opera, yeah.
And then it funneled into Want You Gone.
Yeah. That's
There's also,
that was me with FF7 remake. Hearing
There's
Hollow
also-
and then that going to Aerith's theme. Oh my god. Anyways, continue.
There were also some plays that I cried in.
Oh, wow.
I cried during.
Not
Fucking,
while
what
you're,
was the one?
not while you're performing.
What was the-
right?
Huh?
King
Not when I was performing, actually.
Okay, cool.
I have not cried to any performance I've played that I have performed, but I've seen other people do plays, and one of the ones that made me cry was, I'm trying to remember what the name of it was now, and I'm upset because I can't remember it. I cried during Clue, but that's because Clue was really funny, and I cried because I was laughing.
Laughing, yeah.
Tron?
Yeah.
So shut. Ooh,
shit, what
I
was his
cried.
name?
I cried during Kingsman, but not because it was sad or anything, but because that church fight scene was so goddamn good that it actually made me cry. It was the most beautiful thing I've
I cried at the
ever
end of
seen.
Twin Peaks. I cried at the final episode of Twin Peaks, season 3.
Yeah. I cried during the final episode of Mandalorian when he says goodbye to Grogu right after getting him back. It's like, damn, dude.
I cried during
Can't hold
Doubt.
on to this kid for 5 minutes.
That was it. I cried during Doubt,
Doubt.
which is a really good play.
Swear.
Mrs. Doubtfire?
If you've not heard of Doubt, it was playing DJ at the same theater that I did Pippin at.
Oh, cool. Pippin was really good. So.
And I went to go watch it.
Is it the same cast or was it just?
No, it was a different cast.
Oh, okay, all right.
Completely different, but really talented people.
Right.
Their Doubt was basically like this. It's like this piece where these two sisters in a church try to figure out whether or not the priest was abusing his power, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a really sad play. Like I was crying like 30 minutes in, and I didn't stop for the rest of the thing.
Oh, wow.
It's devastating.
When I beat Dark Souls 3, when I beat the DLC for Dark Souls 3, the Ringed City, the last one, I finished it, and then I cried a couple hours afterwards because I was like, holy shit, I just that's the entire series I just experienced.
I cried during.
I think
Just
that's why.
Dessert.
I think that's why I cried at the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake because I was like, wow, that was an experience and a half.
And the end credits of Half-Life Alyx because that
Wow,
was an
this
amazing
really was
thing.
a fantasy.
I'm sure we. Wow, this was my Final Fantasy. I'm sure everybody in this call has cried during Everything Everywhere. Like that is a canon event.
I have not seen that.
Every time.
You haven't seen
every
it?
time I watch it, every time I fucking watch it, I cry.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait, you haven't seen it, Salsa?
Oh, we gotta watch that together. It is.
You're dropping everything.
It is by far the best movie of last year, and
Drop everything. It's the best movie of all time. It's my favorite movie of all time.
It's one of very few movies that I call perfect. Absolutely.
Why are you talking
that's
like
in
you've
a
never
list
seen
of like.
Sex and the City?
That's in a list of like 4 movies
Best
that I call
movie of all
perfect.
time.
No, I'm
you're
talking.
the bar-
You're
you're
talking
the
like
bar
you haven't
quality
seen
here.
everything
I'm gonna
everywhere all at
with that.
once, frankly.
Salsa has not.
Kills you with my mind.
You're the bar of quality. I'm gonna trust you with that one.
I'm the bar. My 4 perfect movies, which aren't even like my favorite movies. My 4. I mean, yeah, all of them are on my like favorites list. But my 4 perfect movies are Everything Everywhere, The Matrix, Into the Spider-Verse, and Groundhog Day. Are my 4
Groundhog
perfect.
Day?
4. Yeah. Have you not seen Groundhog Day?
I haven't seen a lot of movies.
Oh my god! Not only is it like all-time classic, but it's so incredibly well written that every time I watch it,
I know of it.
yeah. Okay, we gotta watch that. That's. I'm gonna make a letterbox list that's like perfect movies now. I gotta do
My
that.
top 4 would be
Goody.
Ghost in the Shell, Evil
If
Dead
you
Rise,
want me to
Fire Walk with
watch
Me, and Alien.
Everywhere, Everything, All at Once, we're gonna have to make a deal.
Okay. Are we gonna watch your what's your thing called?
Yes.
Perfect.
Urusei Yatsura.
Perfect movies. I'm gonna add the 4.
I wouldn't call it a perfect movie, but it's one of my favorites.
My what I call a perfect movie is one that has a super
Man.
shut a movie with such a high fresh, original, and like high concept film that does so much with it, and yet it's not like overbearing. It's just a genuinely good story with like characters that
you
can
could say that like Everything Everywhere All at Once is like the perfect movie because it's like has like a it uses a concept in a way that not many have done.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Is that the second time or the third time?
Sorry.
Wow.
Third time.
I've only had so true. What was my fourth movie? I just forgot.
You could say.
Oh my god, I forgot what my last movie
Everywhere
was.
All at Once is like the
It's every time.
Because it uses an idea in a way that not many have had, and like it's layered. It has like layers and layers of symbolism.
Well, what are you
talking
about,
I could also
buddy?
say that like I could also say that like Ed from Good Burger is better because he's funny.
I'm not. I
Every
never talk objectively about movies, but these four are my objective. Like these are some of the best movies I've ever seen in my life, and I just.
All right, I'm pulling up Everything Everywhere All at Once.
So true. I am so down to watch this tonight.
I can't. I'm not watching. Okay.
Okay. Then like don't watch it. I don't know what to tell you. Also, is Godzilla -1 actually that good? Because there's a lot of people who really like it.
I haven't seen it.
I mean, it's a Japanese Godzilla movie, and those tend to be better than the American ones.
Well, I don't
But
I want to watch it when I have the time, and I don't know.
I don't really care for.
Are you
Godzilla.
For both.
Well, I feel like that's partially because the Godzilla that's been here is not good.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
America bastardized Godzilla, in a very frustrating way.
By the way, I never said that my 4 perfect films are my favorite movies. My 4 favorite movies are. I just put it in no mic. Oh, thank you for picking up my snot.
Mission Impossible, Fallout, Pirates, Pyzix of the Caribbean.
I probably
Kung Fu Panda, Edos. Skidos.
I should probably
because Spider-Man's in it.
I should probably add Mission Impossible Fallout to the perfect movies list. Something's holding me back from doing that though, so I'm not going to. But that is a fantastic. Oh my god, that is one of in like top 5 action movies ever made. Easily on there.
When you had a pause and said, "Oh my god," I thought you were reacting to the GIF.
Oh my god, it's back. Supersonic Squad.
Those are mine.
Everything Everywhere, Puss in Boots. Terminator 2. I still have not seen Terminator 2. I've been meaning to for a while. Beauty and the Beast is so good. Beauty and the Beast. Oh my god, I love that movie.
The original movie.
Yeah. No, not the remake. I know a person who likes the remake more, but she also likes Alvin and the Chipmunks and thinks that's like the best animated movie. No, best movie series of all time, so.
You know, she can have bad opinions, that's fine.
Yeah. I have a movie.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go get popcorn, and then I'm gonna start this stream.
Bye. Oh yeah. I also have a movies that have made me cry list.
I thought you were gonna say "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas."
Have the holliest jolliest of all.
The holliest jolly.
I cried.
You cried at FNAF?
Yeah. Did I not put that? Oh, I didn't put that on my. It was.
Praise?
It was
I
funny.
Know you like stories, but I didn't think you cried at it.
It wasn't like emotional crying. It was funny. It was funny crying. It was.
Most people aren't gonna assume that when they see this list.
No, I don't care.
And I don't care. I know you're not always gonna be. I know you're not always gonna be there to explain yourself.
I don't know. DJ.
I don't care. I think that's funny.
We watched the Mario movie together, all of us. Wasn't that like your 3rd time watching it, and he still cried again?
Arthur Christmas.
Anyways.
Movie?
That
guy.
Yeah.
I'm not making fun of you.
No, I know you're not making fun of me. I just think it's. Anyways. I guess I'll put.
Look.
Five Nights at... And then my most recent cry was Invincible.
Welcome.
God, that line is so good. That is a... Oh my god.
Why does everyone have white hair?
Because you're
It's hot, I don't know.
Japan.
Because they're all androids.
What are you saying, Noah?
Because they're all really old.
Yeah.
What do you
pretty much.
What are you saying, Noah?
Are you invincible because you're Mark, or are you Mark because you're invincible?
I'm William because I'm gay.
Are you PJ Haywood because you're invincible, or are you invincible because you're
Yes.
PJ Haywood?
My two most recent cries were Invincible and the Rebirth trailer. Y'all were there for that. I was weak.
Eventually, the intelligence within our
Don't tell nobody. Guardians Volume 3 made me cry twice. No, it made me cry. No, wait. If I'm like chronologically ordering everything, when I rewatched that movie, I cried at a different point. Oh my god. Just punched a kid in the face for being named Mark.
Did you cry during Mission Abridged?
Yeah, I cried during Aerith's death. Which is funny because I didn't cry when I played the original game. But I did for
Wait, what is Mission Abridged again?
It's a 6-hour like abridged funny haha retelling of Final Fantasy VII story with really well done written characters. Like really well written characters. Which is really weird cuz like I don't even know how to explain it. I love this show so much. It's just a YouTube series. Like you can watch the entire thing for free. But it's easily my favorite version of Final Fantasy VII story. Like I don't cry for the original game, but I cry for the haha funny version. The pacing's really good. Like it's 6 hours, but you'll wish it was more.
Which one of you has good streaming?
Do I have good streaming?
I said which one of you?
I know, but like I'm asking you a question. Do I have good? When you're watching my streams, does it look good?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. I think Nick was gonna stream, but like I don't mind streaming. I think I have it digitally. I can get it real quick.
Actually, if you don't want to visit Anawave, I have the entire MP4 file of Urusei Yatsura on my computer if you want.
Alright, I'm back. Let's get this Everything Everywhere train on the road.
Oh yeah, I do have a digital copy. Nick, bad timing. I gotta pee. Let's let Redmoon finish up her thingy thing in this game, and then we'll watch it.
It's gonna be a while if she finishes. If she's tied up.
These
this part.
nerds need to put on a shirt.
I'm
I
gonna
think these nerds need to put on a shirt. Oh, goodbye.
This place about to blow. Have I sent you? I think I sent it to DJ and John, and I might have sent it to Redmoon. Have any of you seen the fucking?
Why is my phone still ringing?
Kesha edit of the main character's brother dying in Big Hero 6.
What?
Oh my god, please.
I accidentally set my phone to your phone ringing.
Nick also, can you check no mic for me? This is a fucking like. I laughed way too much at this. The fucking funeral.
That's evil. That's vile. That's vile behavior.
I added that song to my playlist after I saw it. I thought it was good. I thought it was Hanzo and Lucio kissing.
Every time you hear that song now, you just think of that.
The fucking aesthetic funeral. didn't realize I was so far away from my microphone. Hold on.
Four, five, six, seven.
Guys, I have a bad news.
What?
My mama taking me to the mall.
No!
You are gay. I'm going to die.
Yeah.
How long are you gonna be there?
Huh?
How long are you gonna be there?
She said we're going just so I can get some cargo pants from a store over there.
Alright.
You fuck with Hollister?
Huh?
You fuck with Hollister?
I guess.
I don't give a fuck.
That's why that. Go. Undisputed go for that. Bro, I'm gonna dap you up right now. Look at this.
Oop. Real.
Bye.
Alright, bye-bye. Just, yeah.
I'll be right back. I gotta let my second cat in.
What?
Oh no, just let us know, or come back when you're back so we can watch
Of course.
the movie. Alright, well, if we're not gonna be watching that for now, then I guess I can... Here, I'm pulling up my game.
Why did everyone leave?
Salsa had to go to the mall, so we're gonna wait to do...
What? Okay. Why did...
Yeah, so we're gonna...
Why did Redmoon leave?
I do not know.
Okay. Wasn't there someone else in here, or was it just... Oh. She's...
Oh, Redmoon's
okay.
back. Hooray.
Yippee! My parents want me... Stop sharing because Salsa's not here.
Yeah.
My parents want me to go to bed earlier than normal tonight, so I'm gonna... It says that Salsa's playing Fortnite. Why does it keep putting a status whenever you join VC? That's really annoying. How do I stop that? Oh, whatever.
A status?
Yeah, hold on. It's like... Oh, is it gonna... Yeah, it puts that chilling TBH on your thing whenever you join VC. It's like, I don't want that. Go away.
Oh, real?
That's pretty annoying. I mean, whatever. It's just like, who cares? In the zone. In the zone, baby. If you schedule things, you're not gonna have time to do anything. This is my issue. Because I'm always like, oh man, I should play my Switch at this time, and I should watch a show at this time, and then I should save movies for that, and then you just end up not doing anything. And it sucks. So I don't recommend that. Whenever you have time to do anything, just you do it. I mean, if you don't want to watch the movie, that's fine. I'm probably gonna
have to leave before you can finish it.
Well, yeah.
It's really sad.
Yeah. If you want to save it for another day. In the meantime, I can find a short movie or something that we can watch together. I don't know. I'm probably going to go to bed at 10, to be honest.
Alright. Well, in the meantime, I am going to start on my Batman Arkham City adventure.
Yeah. I would play
Because
Final Fantasy 16 if I had more time, which I do not. So.
Well, what time do your parents want you to go to bed?
I don't know. They just said soon. Because I mean, I called out of work because I'm sick, so it makes sense. I need the sleep that I can get. What was this originally released on?
This game?
Yeah. Was this PS3 or PS4?
PS3.
Deliver, deliver.
Yeah, this was originally PS3.
It
That was
definitely
this gay ass game.
definitely looks like PS3, which is cool. There are some swag games that came out on PS3, even if it is generally my least favorite console generation.
Shut the fuck up, DJ.
Meh,
I alone decide what is a good console generation and not.
You're so true. The best one is it's either PS1 or PS2. I feel like some iconic like the most iconic franchises, like PlayStation franchises, came from the PS1, but the PS2 franchises are also refined. That
the most iconic ones came out on the PS1, but they were all like made really good in the PS2 era.
Yeah.
Except for Resident Evil. Resident Evil peaked in the PS1 era.
No, my game crashed. Shit.
Oh. So like, I mean, then there's the opposite story with Crash Bandicoot, where it just kind of went downhill immediately after the PS1.
Or
Even
Silent
on the
Hill.
PS1.
I guess Silent Hill only got one game on the PlayStation, but 2 and 3 were like huge steps up in graphics and story.
Well, you could say that Metal Gear Solid's that way too, even though I don't like 2. I haven't played 3 yet though, so we're gonna see if
Metal Gear Solid 3, which a lot of people think is the best in the series.
Okay. Well, at the same time, a lot of people think that 2 is a good game, so.
What do you not like about 2? Is it the gameplay?
The gameplay sucks. The story's worse.
Jesse, what the hell are you talking about?
I did not enjoy the story in 2 because it felt like they were just talking high concepts out of their ass with no characters that I actually like except for Snake.
Every Metal Gear Solid game be like.
I mean, yeah, but the first game, because I've only played the first 2, but the first game felt like they had, it felt like a not a laid back. I guess compared to 2, it was laid back, but it knew the restrictions of the hardware, and despite that, it told a pretty compelling, but overall pretty simple, espionage story, and it was really cool because it's like you don't get stuff like that in 1990 whatever on the original PlayStation. That for the second game to go, wait, we're on the bigger hardware, let's cram literally anything we can think of into this story and not have it make any coherent sense, but just because it's really funny. I don't know, I was just not into it.
Yeah, a lot of Metal Gear Solid games are like that, even compared to like the MSX games. Metal Gear was like a huge step up in terms of story and in terms of like what the fuck is going on.
Well, I like
a growing trend.
I like what is going on when the characters are grounded. Like, not to keep talking about Final Fantasy VII, but that story is bullshit. Like, if it were a cast of any characters other than these 9, I would probably not like this game.
What is going on?
Yeah,
like I think with Metal Gear Solid 2, the big thing that keeps me thinking that it's a good game is the interactions between Raiden and Rose.
They were realistic.
Way too realistic. It made me feel like shit to listen to them.
Yeah, it also felt like it was a completely different story that was happening in this game. Like, it did not feel connected to the actual plot of that game. I also don't remember a damn thing about the story. I was lost the entire time. I could not comprehend it. Which is like probably an issue. Please, no, you could try to explain this game's story, but you will be wasting your breath because I'm not going to comprehend it. I am not able to follow anything right now.
They were trying to recreate the main villains. We're trying to recreate Metal Gear Solid 1.
That's what I remember, and that was really stupid. It felt like...
And they were trying to do it with someone else to see if they could get the same results from different people.
There were
moments that
I liked. Like, I like the Lucky Girl's character where she's like, I want to die.
Oh, she's
literally
such a
can't
bad
get
bitch.
killed. Like, I thought that was fun, but like.
And then Ocelot's like, you can't. It's like, are you fucking stupid? It's just this magnet. It's neodymium magnet that I put on your thigh.
That was also.
And then he takes it off, and it works anyway. And everyone's like, damn.
That was also kind of like, damn it. I think
He's not called Vamp because he's a vampire. He's called Vamp because he's a bisexual. Real line in that game, by the way.
I forgot that Vamp was in this game. I'm gonna be honest. His character was not memorable. I don't know. Gameplay was not fun. I immediately put it on easy mode because I just did not enjoy it.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2.
I liked flicking their faces around in the codex calls though. That was silly. Made the game funny. And like zooming in on their eyebrows or whatever. I don't know. I started 3 and 3 was kind of starting off as the same deal and I was just not getting invested into it. So
Are
also
you playing the
oh my god, I'm restarting it. I'm restarting it with subsistence that one.
Yeah, play that version because that one has a unlocked camera.
Actual camera control, yeah. I also don't like the cutscene, like how they were made into the like 50 grand slow-mo shots in this game, and how the characters talk and deliver their lines and blah blah blah. Like the first game was really impressive in how realistic these codex calls felt, and all the cutscenes felt tangible and real. And then this one's just like. It felt like they were. It felt like. I mean, sure, but it felt like they were trying to make it like appeal to Western audiences or something, or they were trying to make it feel Western. Which is not why I don't like it. I don't like it because I don't like it.
You're just a hater.
Yeah, I am just a hater. I did not like 2. Which again, I really liked the first game. It was a very novel concept for this rinky-dink-ass console to handle, and they did it really, really well.
I don't like what they did to Raiden in 4 and Rising Revengeance.
He's in 4?
Yeah.
I thought 4 was like Snake's story. I thought they were just wrapping up his side of the franchise.
Yeah, well, Raiden's story is on that side of the franchise.
Oh, okay. I also didn't love Raiden into, like, I can't say I didn't like him and I didn't like playing as him because he's fun. He's a fun foil to Snake, this hard, disgruntled.
And then they made him a badass cyborg ninja, and I was like, seriously, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, yeah, no, they were just having fun with that, I guess.
Like, I want to see my little bitch that's derealizing because he doesn't know what is and isn't constructed in his life.
I liked. Oh yeah, that was a really cool moment in 2 when he was having that like panic attack or whatever, and the you need to turn off the game console, Raiden. That was cool. I liked that moment a lot. That was probably my favorite moment in the game. Just because it felt like they were doing what the first game did in making this an immersive kind of experience on the console that it's on, instead of just being big and dumb and stupid.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 is better.
It's better? Okay. I heard there are some really good moments in 3, so I'm excited to play it.
As far as I remember, 3 doesn't have any segments that I found really frustrating. I mean, there are segments I thought were stupid, but that's like every Metal Gear game ever.
Yeah. I mean, that's also every game ever, to be fair. Like, there's no game that's just like straight fun. There's always some...
someone hasn't played Asteroids.
Well, there's only a couple games I can think of where from start to finish I just completely enjoy it, and that's like Voodoo Vince. It's like, okay. Mario Odyssey doesn't have any bullshit moments except for the Icebound part. That was frustrating. Okay, never mind. I didn't like that part. But even even Final Fantasy VII, I don't like to play the original game. Well, I don't love to play the original game, and Remake has a lot of stupid, dumb padding that is really not fun to play. So, Crash 4. No, I like Crash 4. Crash 4 is a perfect game. That game is fun, flawless fun, start to finish. Never mind. I found it. Perfect game.
My perfect game is Signalis, but I'm also like a hardcore survival horror fan,
Yeah.
which like I doubt you would like Signalis.
Have I ever streamed Crash 4 here? It's been a while since I
think
played this
so.
game.
It's been a while. Devil May
through?
Cry all the way 5 is all the way through. Pretty fun. It only has one enemy that's really annoying, and you can just like cheese it.
I'm liking Final Fantasy 16 so far. Like, there's only been a couple of moments where it felt like the combat was getting milked, which is every Final Fantasy action game, honestly. Oh my god, I stopped playing Crisis Core because I was just frustrating me. Not only was the story frustrating me, but I got to a combat moment and I was just like, nope, I'm done. This game has been non-stop action.
Stasis Bone Totem I really love, but also, again, I'm a hardcore survival horror fan, and it was just like oozing atmosphere the entire time. And if you don't like adventure games, you're not gonna like it because it's an adventure game.
I think I'm starting to like adventure games. I just gotta be in the right like headspace for it, because I'm a platformer person at heart, but like I don't know, I've been finding myself actually immersed in new big fat worlds recently. Like, I did not think I'd enjoy A Link to the Past, but here I am still trying to beat it, even if I'm at a slump with that game right now because of
when I say adventure game, I mean like point and click.
Oh, no thank you.
Like Grim Fandango.
No thank you.
Bone Totem is really good though. I'd recommend it just because like the art, the visual, the style of the game is just like oozing with stuff, and you don't really like. None of the puzzles are hard. You don't have to like interact with the puzzles that much.
I want to play other Tim Schafer games because I love Psychonauts to peek it.
But they're all point and click adventures.
Yeah, they're all except for Brutal Legend, but I can't get that game running on my PS3 for some reason. I'll figure it out. Oh, I gotta add that to the backlog. It's just, I feel like I'm gonna start playing it and instantly be like, I could be actually having fun in a video game right now. I just like action in video games.
Yeah,
Brutal Legend, baby.
I think I just have a lot more patience for video games in general, just because I play so much survival horror games.
Well, because I don't have time for games to begin with. So if I feel like a game is wasting my time, I'm gonna be a bit peeved. I'm gonna be a bit unhappy, I will say.
Yeah, I mean, I have way too much time on my hands. Oh, Soma was really good all the way through. Soma was only like 8 hours long.
I've not heard of that.
Soma? You've never heard of Soma? It's made by the same people that made Amnesia.
Oh. Swag.
It's a really good game. It's actually not very scary. Like, you should play it.
I mean, I'm fine with horror games.
Like, when you were talking about the cloning stuff, that's a huge part of its story. It's not really cloning.
Yeah.
It's like consciousness transfers.
It's
stuff
funny.
Like that.
It's funny that I talk about clones and not knowing if you're the original or not when I just watched The Prestige today, because that's a big part of that movie as well.
And then Soma, it's like some of the characters come to terms with that and some of them don't.
Yeah. Is it working now, Nick? Oh,
Pathologic sucks. It has an amazing story.
Was it a streaming issue?
No, it was a game issue.
Oh, okay. What was the...
I had to turn off the physics engine.
Oh,
how do you turn off the physics engine? Oh my god.
Well, no.
It's like NVIDIA PhysX.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I've had that issue with Metro Redux. Ooh, Alan Wake. Alan Wake has an alright story. People will like do jumpin' jacks on Alan Wake's small D. And I'm like, the story is not that good for you to be treating it like that. Like, the story is good.
Yeah, I've heard that Alan Wake has a really good story to it.
DJ.
The story's good, but the gameplay is so boring. She's such a bad
Trust
bitch.
me, oh yeah, absolutely. Trust me, I'm all over your stream right now.
Safe. Final Fantasy X, I got stuck at a boss, and then I didn't bother to ever beat it, so I just never finished, and I got halfway through.
Yeah. I really
Which
hope
kind of sucks because I'm like 18 hours in, and I don't want to replay it, but also like I might as well.
I mean, you can just watch me play it if I'm playing it on VC. I have no idea how I'm gonna do it.
I'll probably play it eventually. I'm also like really spontaneous with the games that I play. I can't bring myself to plan them out. I'm just like, hey, like randomly I'll be like, this game that I bought 2 years ago and never finished, why don't I sit down and finish it in the course of a day?
I mean, the only way that I'm actually playing these Final Fantasy games is by planning out an entire Kingdom Hearts marathon with them, so.
Yeah. Let's see.
But I don't know how I'm gonna... Oh my god. Sorry, I'm looking at the GIF that Redmoon sent.
Psychonauts 2 took me forever to actually finish.
I knocked that game out. I was incredibly invested in that game.
Yeah, it's like I played Psychonauts, and then I ended up playing 2 Final Fantasy games, and then came back to Psychonauts 2.
Me, literally me. Sounded like
no one is untouchable.
Let's see. Halo? No, all of the Halo games have really shit parts to them.
No. I guess
if you ever want
Spyro...
to play Halo...
I guess Spyro 1, that's a game I can do start to finish. I hope that I can play Halo. I'm trying. Is this Bruce Banner? Or Bruce Wayne.
Alien Isolation is just like... It's a really good game. And I know I'm like a horror fan.
Just like you, Batman.
Isn't the whole point of that game that it's frustrating?
No. Like, there's a difference between, like, scary and frustrating. The game is scary, but at a certain point it just becomes super frustrating. And this is something, like, the developers of Amnesia: The Dark Descent understood this. It's like, if you can't fight back, and the monster is just killing you over and over and over and over again, and you're not making progress.
It's so cool you can see a reflection in his glasses. Ah!
And Alien Isolation does that, and it has good AI, but sometimes it's just like, you'll be waiting for the xenomorph to leave, and it'll just keep doing circles in the same 3 rooms for 10 minutes.
I hate that
everyone
so much in games.
Your secrets.
Like,
you'd like Amnesia: The Dark Descent. It doesn't do much to frustrate you. Except for flash bright lights in your eyes.
Ooh, I always love... I was just about to say... I was just about to say I always love flashbangs in games, and then that happened. Good timing, Nick.
Oh, there's this really good game. It's kind of niche. It's called Psychonauts. I don't know if you've heard about it.
Oh, what's that about? I've never heard of that.
It's about... So
like
hear me out.
That sounds like a really lame
So
game.
imagine you're a young kid.
Yeah, oh, I hate
And so
kids.
this kid goes to see these psychics. Whoa, psychics? Yeah, we're in a world where psychics are real.
All you gotta say is that the main character is voiced by Richard Stephen Horvitz, and then you'll get people playing it.
The main character is voiced by Richard Stephen Horvitz.
Oh, where can I pre-order? Psychonauts Sweet, baby. I'm so glad
it will be a very big post order.
I'm fine with Psychonauts 2 not winning Game of the Year.
I'm not.
In 21. I mean, it would have been amazing, but like, I'm just glad that it was nominated. Like, that's amazing. A platformer. Well, Mario Wonder got nominated. Never mind.
What won 2021 Game of the Year?
Elden.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I remember God of War got every award, but Elden Ring won Game of the Year.
Wait, what won last year? I don't remember. Hold on. Game Awards 2021. Oh no, it was It Takes Two.
It Takes Two won Game of the Year.
It won Game of the six nominees. That was the absolute lamest one, and they chose It Takes. It was like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil 8, Psychonauts 2. Hold on, I gotta get it. It's not letting me.
I have never once in my life like wanted to touch that gay ass fucking game.
Deathloop, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil 8, and It Takes Two were all the nominees, and it's like the absolute lamest one they could have picked. They went with it.
Stay close to me.
God damn.
What was the score? Oh yeah, best score in music was the nominees were Nier Replicant, Cyberpunk 2077, Deathloop, Guardians of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's not fair.
Guardians
Nier
of the Galaxy
shouldn't be up there.
Nier Replicant won, yeah.
Nier Replicant has amazing music, and they remixed all of the original music, but it still is new mixes of the music from the first year.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that Final Fantasy VII Remake won that year, because that game's soundtrack is incredible. But I am very sad that Doom Eternal didn't win a damn thing in 2020. Like that game deserves so much, and it just did not get anything.
Was so fucking good.
Yeah, that is one of the best action games ever made.
Like when I first played it, I was like, "What the fuck? This game is so difficult." And then a couple years later, I came back to it, and I was like, "Holy shit, this game's easy if you actually play it like a normal person."
If you know what you're doing, it's good and fun. Games for Impact, who cares? Best audio design, best narrative. Guardians of the Galaxy won best narrative. I mean, that's not surprising. The other nominees were Deathloop, It Takes Two, Life is Strange 2, True Colors, and Psychonauts 2.
Life is Strange probably could have won.
I preferred.
I've never played it.
I preferred
reputations.
Yeah, I preferred
Let's just
Psychonauts 2. Of the 5 games I played
revenge.
that year, which of the 2 games I played that year, which was Guardians of the Galaxy and Psychonauts 2, I definitely preferred Psychonauts 2's story. But like, Guardians of the Galaxies was so sad and it made you cry. So that's the only reason why it's on there and it won. Because there's some good moments, but they're really cheesy.
Unpopular opinion, I like Psychonauts 1 more than 2.
I wouldn't say that's an unpopular opinion. Both of them are really
and
good.
It's not like I think Psychonauts 2 is shit. I just prefer Psychonauts 1.
No, that's fair. I prefer P2 mainly because it's actually fun to play.
I thought P2 was more frustrating to play because the combat actually required you to...
Yeah, the combat was actually good and well made.
Yeah, in Psychonauts 1 you can just press the button and everything dies, so you don't have to like worry about that.
Yeah, P2 it's like, I don't normally compare combat to Doom Eternal, but like they did a really good job at keeping you on your toes in a platformer. Like that's really cool.
Oh, I was thinking about
one of my favorite things to do in this game.
Psych 1 is... what I love about Psych 1 is obviously its story and its creativity. Like Psych 2 definitely did not invent the concept, but I think it does a great job at using the idea of traveling through brains in a more interesting kind of way through the story. Like Psych 1 was still really cool, but the story with the brains is literally just make character do things so that you can go to place, while in Psychonauts 2 it's like unraveling an entire mystery, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
Inside of someone's
Psychonauts
brain.
1, I just like the humor a little bit more.
Oh yeah, no, the Psych 1 was definitely funnier. It's
Psychonauts
absurd.
2, like, they actually treat things with sensitivity, which I mean is a good thing.
But it's
a good thing.
But yeah, no, it's
However,
it's a taste thing. There's no objective. One is better than the other. I will say though, I think that the exploring like the campground is so much more fun than anything going on in the Mother Lobe. Because the Mother Lobe is it's literally just a platforming center, while the campground felt like a real lived-in place, and that was really cool. Even though that's not my thing, it's still really cool.
And I also just feel like Psychonauts 1 was bigger. Like, I don't know if you were going through more mines, even though it took me the same amount of time.
I think... I don't know. Well, not all of the mines in Psychonauts 1 were like these big kind of moments. Like, honestly, for how much I love that game, I can't think of any brain that I actively want to replay other than like Meat Circus, honestly. And even then,
Milkman.
Milkman was neat, but I always get lost and confused, which is the point. But yeah, that's the thing about making an immersive game and like having the story be a certain way, is that sometimes it just does not work in gameplay's favor. Psychonauts 2 is a more straightforward game experience, but because of that, some of the like creativity and how it matches the brain is lost. Like in Psychonauts 1, you're traversing this twisted mines, like, and it really feels like you're taking on this brain, while in Psychonauts 2, it's like, oh, this guy's a barber, let's make the world a barber place, and that's it. Like that's the big high concept kind of. It makes for more fun gameplay and like brains that I actively want to go back to.
Mr. Dad's predilection for things binary doesn't bode well for Miss Kyle.
The only brain that felt like it was on the same kind of level of creativity as the first game was probably Compton's brain, where you're doing the like cooking mini game. Like that was really cool, and how it.
I liked Hollis's hot streak.
Well, oh my god. Oh, I love. Oh god.
Yeah. You forgot about that one, didn't you?
They're all so good though. Like,
Guys,
that's the thing.
should
That's the thing. Is like, oh, it's not as creative as the first one, but they're so good and they're so much fun to play. Like, of course, my favorite is Psykings. It's just good. It's so good.
Should I beat up those people or should I just go in?
You should beat them up. That'd be funny.
Beat them up.
Yeah, like the first level of that game is not only a plot twist, but is a tooth nightmare. Like, I will say the art style for both games are very good, but of course Psychonauts 2 gets the edge because it was made in glorious 2021. But like, oh my god, Psychonauts 2 is a drop-dead gorgeous game. There's so many moments in that game where I had to put down the controller and just soak it in, because the art style is just so good.
Yeah, in Psychonauts 1, I didn't really like... It wasn't like Bone Totem, where I was like, holy shit, this game is so visually well put together.
It was just
like,
really...
It's the first Psychonauts game, it's supposed to look...
Yeah.
How it does.
That's its art style. It's made to look gross. And I love it for that. But obviously the game made it... Like, I can still respect it, but like, obviously my preferred is gonna be the one that looks like it's an actual animated movie. Like, oh my god, there are some cutscenes in this game that's genuinely impressive. I mean, the entire game is genuinely impressive. But
I love games that look like shit.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. Both games are very good. It's just a matter of taste, honestly. It kind of reminds me of... Psychonauts 1 kind of reminds me of, like, Sly 3, where they had a really fun idea for the story first, and then gameplay second, and it shows, because the story and how it interacts with the gameplay is cool, but the gameplay itself is just not fun. So...
Well, I don't think the gameplay wasn't, like, not fun.
Well,
I just think the gameplay was such, like, a non-thing.
It was... Well, because... what was cool is that every brain had its own gameplay style. Like, you were in one, you were doing a game of like in Napoleon's brain, it's like a big
after all,
like
justice,
tactical RPG, whatever. And then in another brain, you'll be crawling through twisted roads trying to find specific people to do specific things when everything has eyes on you. It's like it's a really neat concept, but the only actually like fun levels that I want to replay is going to be like Mia's brain and like Meat Circus, because they're like actual platforming and fun. I do like exploring the open world though. It's fun.
You see, I put myself through 20 hours of Resident Evil 6.
That's okay.
So like,
okay,
any bad gameplay, I'll see it and I'll be like, well, it's not that bad. At least it's not Resident Evil 6.
What is the worst game I've ever played? I need to think about that. Cause like I don't when I don't enjoy a game, I'm not gonna force myself to play through it because I just don't have time for it.
Yeah. Resident Evil 6, it's not that I didn't enjoy it, like, it's like one of those things where it's like, it's like the Room of Resident Evil games.
It's just so bad, it's amazing. You dropkick zombies, like what is there to hate?
Yeah, or Ada has a clone of her, a megalomaniac clone of herself that's trying to become the real Ada Wong. For literally no reason.
What?
No reason, like that entire plot point has no reason to exist.
It's funny.
And it just does. Or like... Or like the son of Albert Wesker teaming up with Chris Redfield, or whatever. The rivalry between Chris and Wesker, if it wasn't for No, because Code Veronica... Sorry, this is a tangent. Like, Albert Wesker in the first game is kind of just a dude. Like, he's working for Umbrella, yeah. But he's also kind of like a bitch who immediately, like, gets killed in, like, big quotation marks when he unleashes his creation. And then he comes back in Code Veronica with, like, this massive vendetta, and he's like, I despise Chris. And I'm like, literally for what reason? And then he gets infected with like superhero powers and is catching rockets, and you have to shoot a second rocket at him.
Heads or tails, kitty cat?
Which one lets me out of here alive?
And then his son's in Resident Evil 6, and he's even more of an edgelord. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I vote
Is
for
that
a
a trick
stay of
coin?
execution.
Look like they're
Do
the
you know what
same.
pissed me off so much? In Resident Evil 6, the main characters for each campaign, it's their legacy characters. So in Leon and Helena's campaign, Helena's the new character, you're playing as Leon. Chris and Piers is the new character, you play as Chris. Jerry and Jake. Jerry's the legacy character, but for some reason you play as Jake. I was like, what? And I was like, I swear, they just hate sharing.
How's it hanging hard?
Oh, I just remembered Sniper Wolf from Metal Gear Solid.
Come
Oh, I thought you were talking about the YouTuber.
Stop talking.
Anyone
Yeah, I
So
wouldn't
is
want to remember her
Catwoman-
either.
full of surprises.
Is Catwoman good or bad?
Use my help, Selena.
You're right. I think I chipped a nail back
Okay,
there.
word.
Funny.
DJ, when are you gonna play all of Devil May Cry, including the
So what do
reboot?
you need?
Hold on, let me see where I put it on the.
Protocol 10.
Organized it on the backlog. I'm not like scheduling out my games. I'm just putting an order to it because I need to do importance. It's after GTA,
He's been missing
which
for
is
years.
after
And
Half-Life,
they suddenly put in charge
God
of
of
running
War,
Arkham
Halo, the
Rumor
entire
has it he's been working with
Nintendo
Thank
lineup that I
something
want to
very
play.
Special, just for you. Maybe that's protocol.
I need to
Half-Life
organize
is
a
a
lot
pretty
of
short game.
Yeah,
One
I just
and
hope
two.
that I can play it.
Kill your favorite
Cause it's so weird. I was able to play when oh my god, like 2 or 3 years ago, I was able to play and stream Sonic Generations to Discord, and now I'm just not able to even play Toontown and
This
stream
place
it.
is dangerous.
LOL.
I like it. You expecting a kill?
Yeah, I think
Yes, I am.
Half-Life.
Yes, I am. Yes.
This isn't just me being a Half-Life dick rider, but it's a game that if you ever like
I have the whole
have
series.
a couple hours, yeah, I just play it because it's a game that you can knock out in a weekend.
Hell yeah. I really need to finish.
Or not even a game, a series.
My top 2 games right now is Final Fantasy 16 and Tears of the Kingdom. Like those are the ones I need to finish.
Those are the ones you knock out in like 2 months.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a while. Oh, I need to put a link to the past up there, cause I'm still working on that one, but I don't know when I'm gonna get back to it now that I'm playing Tears. Damn, when am I? Oh no.
Yeah,
I
I'm
should-
just constantly dropping and picking up games.
Yeah, that's why I'm stopping myself from doing that. I'm not letting myself do that anymore. Because I want to finish these games. I have so many games I gotta play. I still haven't played Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah, like if I want to play a game to completion, it's just something that comes naturally. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I should sit through and see what this game has to offer, and then I like play it obsessively for a week.
Well, because I don't pick up games. I don't continue games that I don't want to. But like usually when I start playing it, when I want to play a game, I will, and when I don't want to play a game, I don't. So like, the only times that I'll pick up, like I'll start a game and not continue it, is when a friend like makes
Wants
me.
you to?
Yeah, is when a friend wants me to. But I mean, if I'm not into it, I'm not gonna continue. Sorry, Red Moon. I don't think I'm ever gonna get back to BioShock.
There's like, you should play Infinite. It's like completely different.
Yeah, I heard, and I want to, because that's the one that I actually like wanted to play. Because I've
In
heard
a
really
good
good
and bad
things
way.
about it. Yeah,
I'm
I've
not
heard,
the biggest fan of Infinite,
Yeah.
but whatever.
I'll play it eventually. In the meantime, I gotta play Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc, because I still haven't yet. At least I got through
BioShock 2
2.
is just a lot better. But don't tell Redmond I said that.
I still haven't played. There's 3 Crash Bandicoot games that I haven't played yet, so I definitely
1,
gotta
2,
play
and
those.
3?
No, I've played those plenty of times.
I don't believe you.
Okay. I don't know what to say. I can quote multiple scenes from all 3 of those games, but sure. But no, I haven't played Tag Team Racing, Crash Bandicoot Titans, or Mind of a Mutant. I will though. It will happen. It's an inevitable. It's a canon event in the D-Wolf life to play every Crash Bandicoot game. So I have them ranked above Final Fantasy.
Games that I dropped.
Hell yeah! I still want to play Last of Us. I have the Last of Us under Metal Gear Solid though.
I can't believe I dropped Resident Evil Code Veronica, but I played through all of Resident Evil 6.
You're just a little nutty, buddy.
I think like Resident Evil 6 was really bad and really frustrating, and I genuinely considered dropping it so many times, and that's why it took me 2 months to get through.
I don't know why my mic is... Are you hearing yourself through my mic?
No.
Okay, I don't know why it's...
No, me neither.
I don't know why it's showing that I'm speaking right now. That's strange. There's 6 Sonic games that I haven't actually played that I want to play. Damn! Put her in her place.
Let's see. These are the games that I stopped playing because I had no desire
Would you, DJ?
Yes, I would. It's Harley Quinn. It's not a question. That is a given fact of life. I haven't played Sonic Heroes, Shadow of the Hedgehog. I haven't finished Sonic 06 or Sonic Unleashed. I haven't played Sonic and Black Knight or Sonic Lost World.
Right. I gave up Alien Isolation.
Oh, I thought you really liked that game.
No, I don't, actually.
Wow. How dare
I think
you.
it's really well made, but, like,
yeah,
its level design and pacing is just so, like, piss poor.
Yeah, one of those games.
Yeah. I gave up...
He tries something funny. Kill him.
I gave up Fear 2.
Bye, Harley.
I gave up Danganronpa 2.
I do want to play Yakuza. I want to play it over pretty much all of these. I want to play Brutal Legend. I'm throwing Brutal Legend up. Brutal Legend. Do I want to play it before God of War? No, I'll stick it above GTA.
I gave up Metal Gear Solid 5, which I really didn't want to do, but I was like,
it's a long ass game.
It's so long for no good reason.
It feels like it. Ooh,
like it's a game that could have been 50 hours shorter than it is if they just like push the story points a little closer.
I hate games that pad. It's so. Thank you, Final Fantasy VII Remake, for making me hate padding in games. Like that is the game that did it to me.
Especially in Metal Gear Solid 5, because it's like the padding missions, they're not randomly generated, but they feel like they are because so many of them feel the same because they are.
That's pretty bad.
And then it's like the story missions are good. The story missions are really cool. It'd be nice if I could play them though, without like going through an hour of turning my brain off.
Right.
So that's why I gave up. I got about halfway through the game and it's like, no, I'm not feeling it.
I'm gonna put Yakuza over GTA.
Ooh, I gave up Metro Exodus because, like, right as I got to the end of the game, and I was doing so well to get the good ending, which is like you have to work really hard not to kill any people to get the good ending, and then my save file corrupted, and then I went into, not corrupted, but like something messed up, and I had to go into the final level with the good ending requirements not met, and no weapons and ammunition. And I was like,
this guy becomes important, and it's cool that they have him here in the first encounter.
Neat.
And it's like, yeah, I'm not replaying this game, and it's taking too much space on my hard drive, so I uninstalled it and never looked back.
Super Metroid is only 7 hours long.
Oh, Super Metroid is not a long game.
Oh, damn! I may like actually play that then. I thought it was a lot longer.
We should have noticed.
I put every Nintendo for like a big Smash Bros marathon. I put every Nintendo game that I haven't played that I want to play, as well as like what fans consider the best or the most iconic in the series for the series that I don't have any like Mega Man, Street Fighter, Fatal Fury, like those games that I just have no real interest in playing. So I'm gonna play Street Fighter 2, Mega Man 2, because those are the most iconic for some reason. And I'm probably going to play them in order of character, like, number. Like, when they were introduced into Smash Bros. Because I think that's cool. I don't know. I still haven't played every Mario Kart game. I've been meaning to. I haven't played 64... well, the ones that I want to play. I haven't played 64, Double Dash... oh, that's it. Because I played DS and 7. It's just been years.
I've played... I don't, like, it doesn't count as me playing because I didn't play through, like, all the tracks or whatever, but I have, like, played every one of them. As far as I know. You have... Oh, no, I didn't. I haven't played the GBA version.
I do want to play all the Legend of Zelda games. After Tears and Link to the Past, it's probably going to be Link's Awakening on Switch, because that game has always caught my attention. I just haven't started it. I think it's solely in its art style. Like, I hate how Link looks in it. Like, I just don't like that art style, but the environment looks so good.
You should play Skyward Sword.
I want to play Skyward Sword, but I'm going to play them in order. Which starting with the latest release, playing them in order.
Skyward Sword is the first in the timeline.
I don't care. I don't play games in timeline order. Or
I don't give a shit.
I
don't give a shit.
How I experience games is in their originally released order, because it feels like I'm progressing with the series. Unless people tell me, like, people have told me I should play Red Dead 2 before Red Dead 1, because it makes the game more mysterious and cooler and better. By not knowing the characters.
A lot of people say play Devil May Cry 3 before 1, and I'm like, no. Like, yeah, Devil May Cry 3 comes before 1, but you're not going to see the progression of the series. It's going to be so jarring to go from 3 to 1.
I hate people who say, like, there's a bunch of sites that say play Crisis Core before the original 7. It's like, no, do not do that. That is Cloud's entire character spoiled for you. Don't do that.
Right. It's like in Devil May Cry 3, it's like you're supposed to look and go like, oh, that's why stuff is like that in the first game.
Monsters.
That's Crisis Core. That's like, oh, that's how Cloud got that. That's why Cloud has a soldier outfit on in the original games. Or like, it fills in details because of it being a prequel, as well as adding unnecessary information. Like, do first comers really need to know that the Buster Sword was made by some dude who died in the process of making it? No. Do newcomers need to know where Aerith got her ribbon and that she got it from her boyfriend? No. Nobody needs to know that. I don't need to know that.
Yeah, and it's like, even if the story was
order. Yes, play Metal Gear Solid 3 first. That's so smart.
The gameplay is going to be so jarring.
That too.
Because you're going from basically what people consider the pinnacle of games.
Because then I'm not going to want to go back to it.
To the very first game that pioneered this genre.
Yep.
Like,
that's what my friend told me. Like, I shouldn't play Elden Ring first because it's going to make it so much harder to play any other Dark Souls game. And it's like that and Bloodborne. It's like if I plan on playing Dark Souls, which honestly I don't really. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'll probably watch somebody play it.
Dark Souls 3. Okay.
I've heard they're like great, but I started Demon Souls, and I liked what I was playing, but it felt like it was wasting my time. With it booting me back to the very beginning of the level every single time. Like, that's wasting my time.
Oh yeah, because Demon Souls has like the stones instead of the bonfires. So, once Bloodborne came out in 2015, FromSoft realized that they could get away with super fast, aggressive gameplay in the Souls style. So Dark Souls 3 in general is a lot faster and has a lot more like moment-to-moment combat stuff. And it's still like, you can go from Dark Souls 1 to 3. It's difficult to go from 3 to 1, but I've done it because I'm a super fan. So like, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2 are all kind of together where it's more slower paced and the combat, you're looking for openings, and then Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, you're encouraged to play pretty aggressively.
Gotcha.
So I think if you like Bloodborne and Elden Ring, I would play Dark Souls 3 too. Dark Souls 2 sucks. I mean, no, Dark Souls 2 sucks, but it's alright. And then Dark Souls 1 I don't think you'd like.
Am I the only person who is not a fan of Donkey Kong Country? Like, it was... It was good.
I've not played it, no.
Yeah, everybody on the internet says this is, like, one of the best 2D platformers ever made, and... it's good, it's well made,
that goes to Celeste.
but even that one I was not a fan of. I guess I just don't love 2D platformers. I vastly prefer 3D. Well, 3D platformers are my favorite type of game. There's a reason Crash 4 is still probably my pick for like the best game I've ever played. That or Psychonauts 2. Probably Psychonauts 2. But yeah. Crash 4 is the tightest, most like expertly crafted game I've ever played. I think that game just has incredible level design, gameplay feel, art style. Even the story is like it's not great. It's Crash Bandicoot, but there's some really fun moments in the story.
Yeah, I think the reason that I like Celeste so much is because of how like execution heavy it is and how quick it is. Like,
yeah, that's probably why I don't like it.
Outside of the main game, like you can beat the main game even if you suck at platformers.
There we go.
But once you get into the B-sides of each level, and once you get into the DLC chapter...
Alright, this is a very important upgrade to get, so I wanted to get it as early as possible.
So true.
You're gonna be very... You have to get very good at the game to do the B-sides. And then to do the DLC, they have little tutorials, but to do the DLC, you have to get good at like actual speedrunner tech.
Oh joy.
Although it's not really like, it's not speedrunner tech as in like skips and stuff. It's like building up a ton of speed by dashing into the ground and jumping. You build up a ton of speed by wave dashing.
Why didn't I think of that?
In order to play Farewell, you have to wave dash. And in the rest of the game, there's this thing where if you're holding down while falling, Madeline will fall a little faster. Never used in the main game, as far as I know. I played all the B-sides except for Core.
I played the main game and I had my fill.
In Farewell, it requires you to know stuff like that, or not know stuff like that, but like to use stuff like that.
Right. I don't know how I'm gonna play GameCube games. I may either pirate them because these games go for like 90 bucks, or I'm gonna just wait for them to drop down in price on eBay. I'm sure like the nostalgia wave will be over and people will start buying the Wii games. Cause
I'm surprised the Wii nostalgia wave hasn't already arrived.
Well, like that's our era. Wii nostalgia age is our era. So most teenagers honestly don't have jobs and don't want to go back to playing video games. And if they do, it's gonna be like Fortnite and whatever. Once they start feeling like actually nostalgic, it's gonna be in their 20s or whatever. So I'm probably gonna get all the Wii games that. Hold on, how many Wii games do I want? Oh, that's a lot. Okay, 1, 2. Ooh. Twilight Princess, Mario Galaxy 2, WarioWare Smooth Moves.
Oh,
I lost my copy of Super Paper Mario somehow. I don't know what happened to it. Wii Fit, Smash Brawl, Wario Land Shake It for some reason. Bowser's Inside. That's not Wii. Punch Out. I actually don't have a copy of New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I don't know how I never got one. Yeah, I know. Metroid Other M, Donkey Kong Country Returns, and I think that's
Other M sucks.
I've heard, and I know, but I still feel like playing it just because. I mean, it's gonna be after the good ones, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a lot of desire to play Metroid Prime. I know it's like a fantastic game or whatever, so I haven't put 2 and 3 on the list. I only put Prime on the list because it's one of those games that's like must play.
Yeah, I played on the Switch too.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
The
just because
kind of wonky.
I'm only gonna play it on Switch because I'd be able to bring it anywhere. I mean, if I can get like the Wii copy, with pointer controls, but I'm not gonna do that. Does Switch have
Resident
gyro?
Evil 4 Switch.
Metroid
as far
Prime.
as I know, yes.
Metroid Prime does have gyro.
As far as I know, yes. Metroid Prime does have gyro.
Cool. Then I'll probably play it on Switch. Because this sounds really weird, but I play any game that has any sort of gyro aim with split Joy-Cons. Like, I play Tears of the Kingdom with split Joy-Cons just because it's so intuitive.
Yeah, that makes
and I'm
sense.
tired of pretending it's not.
I was really mad playing Skyward Sword that they didn't allow gyro controls for the sword if you're using, like, Pro controllers, or if you're using
Really?
the attached controller. Yeah, you have to be using separate Joy-Cons to play, which I understand.
I mean,
like,
yeah,
I'm gonna be throwing around.
Yeah, I mean,
Pro
you
controller,
would be,
but also
yeah.
like,
But I mean,
stop being such a fucking killjoy, Nintendo.
Yeah, because even as I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom, I still shake my entire system to like undo thing, even though that's not great. But it's better than waggling the right stick around. So,
Yeah.
I want to play Kid Icarus Uprising, but I'm not looking forward to that arthritis. So.
What was I gonna say?
I also don't know. I put
Skyward
like
Sword, I
three.
played using the right
I put like
stick.
3 different Fire Emblem games on here. I do not want to play Fire Emblem. I don't know why I did that. These games are like 30 hours long and they're tactical RPGs.
My U.S. history teacher is a Fire Emblem fan,
U.S. history.
and apparently he's never heard of Bayonetta. Mr. Matos.
I'm not. Never mind. My English teacher is an Animal Crossing fan, which is not surprising. She's like, yeah. I still haven't played Kirby in the Forgotten Land. That one looks pretty good.
Your English teacher.
I don't remember. Miss Haynes is her name.
I don't know who the fuck that is. I have Miss Rolls Thomas.
I don't know who that is.
I miss Coffee.
Miss Coffee?
Yeah.
That's her name? Coffee?
Yeah. Corey Coffee.
Corey Kenshin.
Is it because
that's
she's black? Is that why you're saying that?
What? No. No. I still haven't played Luigi's Mansion. The original. I played 2 and 3. I played 2 like 5 times.
I played
really
some of the
liked that
original.
game.
I played 2 a lot. I almost finished
Why?
3, but I never did.
Why are they bringing it back? Why are they bringing 2 on? Why are they doing that? They're putting it on Switch and they're doing like an HD port. It's like, why? Who asked for this? Anybody who'd want to play Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, that was a very high-selling game on the 3DS. Like, anybody who wants to play that game already has. And if they haven't, it's the 3DS.
I
Those
fucking
things
tried
sell
to
for,
play
like,
Luigi's
$3.
Mansion Dark Moon on the 3DS. I got too confused, I couldn't finish it.
It's like the
Yeah,
most
it
linear
gets
of all the
confusing.
Luigi's Mansion games.
Yeah, it is very linear, but it's... I mean, there are some confusing
Luigi's
moments.
Mansion 3 was also pretty linear.
3 is pretty good.
But Luigi Dark
God,
Moon was
3
also
is
literally
one of those
wish-based.
games where it's like, hell yeah, that was a great game. Time to never play this or think about it ever again. And I don't know why that is.
It's like, hell yeah, that's an amazing game. And then in like 3 years,
You're like,
someone's talking
oh
about
yeah,
good Nintendo games, and they're like, oh, I really like the
You
Luigi.
know, it's funny.
I was like, oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I can't even tell you why. Which sucks. I really want to know why. It's like just... It happened. It's a good game. People should play it, definitely, but like... I'm not gonna... Which is so weird, because there's so many things I love about it. The gameplay is really fun, and the visuals are really good. I think it's because, like... I don't know, the story is just kind of lame. That's probably it. The story is really lame.
Luigi 3 also never really had the meat to create a fandom to keep it alive.
Yeah.
Like with Tears of the Kingdom, it has a ton of gameplay, a ton of story, and a ton of characters.
What
So
can you
it's
really
like
say about Luigi's Mansion 3? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Luigi's Mansion 3 is short, sweet, pretty simple, but it doesn't make for like something that people can talk about for years.
Yeah, the conversation around that game is good. I like the part where Luigi sucks up the ghost. It was cool, and that's kind of it. Also, that final boss was lame as hell. Like, wow. I was really expecting a lot more from it. It's so weird, because Luigi himself was really fun to watch, but like that was the only really fun character in this game. I feel like all the other ones just kind of... The coolest part of the game was the pirate ship, not just because I love pirates, but because it was a genuinely neat set piece.
I don't remember that one.
Well, that should probably tell you The staying power that this game has.
I think the last thing that I remember from Luigi's Mansion 3, like progression-wise, the magician one, the one where she's in the hats.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was that before or after the pirates one?
That was, I think that was like halfway through the game. Yeah, the pirate one was like one of the last floors.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I never got to that.
Oh, did you not finish the game?
No, I never finished it.
Oh, well that's why. It wasn't really a boss fight. I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering right, it was just like a big fat quick time event.
Resident Evil 4 boss fights be like.
Spider-Man PS4 took a lot from this game. Now that I'm looking at it. Do you prefer? Well, that's a dumb question. Never mind. It's kind of surprising how much. I mean, this isn't a very hard gameplay concept to think of. I don't know. Whatever. Arms is only an hour 50 long, or an hour 30 long.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. Dragon Quest. I actually want to play Dragon Quest 11, which I hadn't for years. I just thought it looked like neat, kind of, but I never wanted to. I don't know. There's something. I guess something clicked in me. Now I want to play all the Legend of Zelda games and not all the Dragon Quest games, but I do want to play 11 because it looks cool.
My grandma had a copy of Dragon Quest Monsters for the Nintendo DS, and I played some of it. But I was also too young to like understand what a story was.
We have Final Fantasy Legend on Game Boy, which is really funny. Finding that after becoming a Final Fantasy fan, not knowing that it even existed until I just looked at old games that we had, and I'm like, oh shoot, that's the thing that I like.
I'll never forgive my grandmother for selling the Game Boy Advance with the copy of Mega Man 04.
Oh man. Boy.
I was so mad. I didn't even care about Mega Man. I just liked the game.
I'm trying to think of who I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do Rebirth, like how we're gonna play that, because I definitely want to. My plan is to have people over and we play it in person, because I feel like that'd be a lot of fun. But I do want Red Moon and the people of the server to see it and like share this experience with us, because I mean, Sasa, Red Moon, NCS, and Link were the first people to know about my Final Fantasy obsession, so it'd feel natural. I don't know. Oh man. I think I could probably like invest in a like speaker that doubles as a mic, and then have that like hooked up to Discord and like stream it there while also recording it. I don't know.
Buy everyone $100 lapel mics.
Or I buy them plane tickets and they fly down here so that we all play it together, and it's a big moment.
As a big family.
I'm not gonna invite everybody. Like, I'm just gonna invite. Obviously, I'm inviting you and Alex because they actually know the game, and Holden because like you're the only people who have actually played this game and like know the whole story. Yeah. And then past that, it'll just be people that is like, I guess close. But I don't want to invite people who are gonna be bored. Like, I'm not inviting Will. But like.
Did Alex finish Final Fantasy 7?
No.
I'm still mad about me not finishing Final Fantasy X. I really like that game.
The Joker.
The Joker.
What's wrong with him?
There's something in his blood. Some kind of toxin. It's killing
I can fix him.
He blames something called Titan.
That's Harley Quinn, isn't it?
Titan. Yeah. Do you know what he's talking about?
So far, Final Fantasy VII has been the only Final Fantasy game that hasn't pissed me off with its plot.
Oh yeah, because it's good. It's the only good one.
Finish Final Fantasy 15 so I can, because like all the bad stuff is in the end game.
Oh god, okay. I'm probably gonna restart it, honestly. I've picked up and put down that game so many times that I'm probably gonna do better if I just restart it. No, 7, I mean, the reason I got into 7 was its story. Well, was its music first, and then characters, and then story.
Stay here. I got into 7 because you told me to. And then I liked it.
Oh, swag. It's funny, I I had stopped like trying to put people onto this game for a while, but then I accidentally got Sasa into it somehow. I don't even remember how I did that. I think I showed
I also
him...
played Final Fantasy 9 because you told me to.
Really? I told you to play it?
Yeah, you told me to play it, and then I was like, I don't know, I'm not really vibing with the art style.
Really? That's the one thing about the game that I really like. That's like the only
thing.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing. That and the 4 main characters are all I love them a lot. Like Steiner is one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters. I love that guy. I love all 4 of them, honestly. I think that's a really, really good cast of characters. But then, like, every other character in this game is either boring or just, like, shut up. Like, I like Kuja, but he's not threatening, because I don't care about the world. And so whenever he does something, it's like, oh, darn. Like, when he blows up Alexandria, I'm like, well, oh, well. Like, I just don't care. I don't feel anything in this game story. Except for the very end.
Alexandria, the cutscene with Alexander, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, but...
No, I thought it was cool.
It is cool, but it's like, what the hell is happening? And then they go shit, and then they go to Terra. Which, did they call it Terra because that's the main character's name from 6? Why are you breaking windows, Nick? That's not cool.
I just felt like it.
That's property damage, dude. You're gonna have to pay for that.
Don't care. Do you want to see something funny?
I do want to see something funny. Oh man. That's
Final Fantasy 7 and its impact on the rest of this year. Final Fantasy 9 would have. Does anybody else care about spoilers for Final Fantasy 9?
Oh no! Please don't. Oh, Redmoon. Well, I don't think Redmoon's here. Redmoon, if you're here, play a soundboard effect. Okay. All right. No spoilers then. Wait, do you care about spoilers? If you care about spoilers, play a soundboard effect. All right. All right. Point made. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry for spoiling something. If you were listening.
Wait, can you mute yourself for like 30 seconds so I can complain about something?
Yeah, deafen yourself, Redmoon.
Yeah, deafen. And I'll send something in no mic.
I'm gonna miss Jay's home and start smashing it to pieces. Don't you know he's sick?
Just DM it to me. I'll read it.
Oh, that's so true. I can just do that.
I still. It's funny how the only games that I finished are 7, 9, and 2. 2 is such a nothing game.
I've only finished 7, 9, and 15.
Yeah, finish 15. Ugh, I'll get there. I'm not looking forward to the first 4 games, honestly. I'm probably gonna skip 2 because I did not like 2. I don't feel like playing that game again. I'm looking forward to 8, obviously. What a game. Oh, wow. As soon as I say that, I notice one of my Discord friends are playing 8. That's embarrassing. This game sucks. Boopy dookie. 10-2. Oh, God.
10-2 is just a weird game, as far as I know.
Yeah. It is really funny how every Final Fantasy has a character that looks almost identical to Tifa Lockhart.
So
Oops,
true.
we forgot our character design. Let's do the same Korean girl with long flowing black hair and tied up in a little... What do you call that thing? Like, was it supposed to look like a dolphin in the original game?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought so. Well, in 9, they did something different. Like, the whole series has been stoic characters, but then in 9, the main character is like a fun...
Right, wait, quit.
Fun-loving, adventurous type dude. While, like, the rest of the series, they're all, ugh, I hate
Just leave me
friendship.
with
I want to
him.
be by myself.
I think my problem with 9 was just that they did it twice.
Yeah, I mean, 8 is literally just on paper 7. With none of what made 7 actually good.
Why are you so mean?
So, but I can appreciate 8's.
You fell for the old
I can't think of how to finish that sentence.
Gag, Batman. Better?
Never mind. I guess no sense of scale doesn't, because I don't feel the scale. other than a couple moments, like only in visuals do I feel the scale.
Yeah.
Which I guess is the same in 9. Like it feels like a big world, especially in comparison to 7. Like 7's world is still really well done for a PS1 game, but you can tell that it's the first of its kind, so it doesn't feel as grand.
Oh, so
the story feels incredibly grand, and the Midgar part, of course, feels very
Ask Penguin.
You know,
Yeah,
you played the
when
game.
I played
You know.
Final Fantasy VII for the first time, and I got outside, and I got to the end of Calm, and I was like out. I didn't play for a week because I was so overwhelmed with like, where am I supposed to be going? Until I realized that there were only 2 places that I could go.
Yeah.
Well, time to play Catwoman's story.
Oh damn. She could do that with her whip. That's
Yeah.
badass. That's badass.
I honestly do like though that they
I guess
didn't
7
tell you.
does
I
have
mean,
a
they
pretty
probably
good-
did tell you where to go, and I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, they did. They said there's a place right outside of Midgar to meet up at.
Oh well, that's Calm.
Yeah.
I'm talking about after that.
Yeah, no, I look it up. You just gotta go to some random place and then ask people around, and then they'll tell you where to go. But there were there were more than a couple times that I looked up where I was supposed to go because I had no idea.
I'm not saying this to shit on Breath of the Wild, but also like when there's the quest and it's like find Impa, and then the quest marker showing exactly where Impa is. It's like, well, you're not really doing much finding of Impa. You're just going to Impa.
Yeah, but
which isn't a bad thing per se.
I actually love that they do big markers and like this is where you need to go, because then it's about getting to that destination and finding neat stuff to do on the way there. Cause like that's why they let you mark things on your with your Sheikah slate, because you can go, oh hey, it's a giant shrine in the distance, I'm gonna go there, and then on your way you discover a giant new structure to be like, oh what's this, hold on shrine, I'm gonna go do this real quick, and then it just like spawns like 30 different branching things for you to do and discover and blah blah blah, and it's like you don't need to do any of that, you can go straight to Impa. And that's what I like about it, is that it's not just like, okay, go do your thing, and the story just fucks off. I like that it's actually like it does steer you to places, and you can actually make good, decent progress every time you play. You're not just like dicking around. I hate games that say do thing and then don't tell you how or where to do thing.
Would be...
Oh yeah. Like even Final Fantasy 7 does that. I had to look up where I was supposed to go.
Yeah.
But it's the reason.
The compromise would be a map that has like, but the.
Damn it.
Like Fantasy 15. Your UI is just constantly filled up with quest markers telling you to go to some place, and I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Sorry, my
Stop
internet,
telling me to.
My internet died. Yeah, I don't know. This is why I don't love open world games, to be honest.
I love
because I
do love open world games. I mean, obviously my favorite games are open world games,
right.
like.
But
But
it's only if I'm invested in the world and story, and if the actual movement is fun. So that's why, honestly, that's why I said to Holden I prefer playing Sonic Frontiers to Breath of the Wild, because I just did not enjoy the movement. Like, it's realistic and it's immersive, but it's not fun.
Is that why you like Spider-Man? Or why you love Spider-Man?
Enjoy going place to place.
That's
the thing about it.
That is why I love Spider-Man. Is because the
think...
movement's really fun, and I can accomplish absolutely nothing in that game. Just swing around for like an hour and still have a great time with it, because it's just generally satisfying to swing around the city.
Yeah, for me, like I've noticed that as open world games start to get bigger, I start to like them less.
Yeah.
Yes, like Breath of the Wild. It was like, some people are like, how dare you say that the world of Breath of the Wild feels empty? Look at this mountain with a hole on it. And I'm like, literally, that's like
that's it. That's the thing.
30 really big landmarks in the game. I can only look at a lizard when I pick up a rock. so many times before I'm like, this is really formulaic. And it's not like, it's not the game's fault. I mean, it is the game's fault, but it's also not the game's fault just because, like, you can only do that so many times.
Yeah.
When you're making a world that big.
Because also the problem I think is that as open world games start to get bigger, people kind of start to reuse aspects of the world to make it so that it's bigger. It's a lot easier to do that. This open world is like relatively like pretty small. Like here, I'm trying to.
That is a thing about Spider-Man, is that it's a very repetitive world. But like you're not exploring it, you're just swinging around it and like, trying to get to places
like
as
this
quick as you can. Like that's the
world
fun
is
of
like
that game.
relatively like pretty small.
But something like
and
Breath
every
of the Wild-
location feels unique and different.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah,
that's the thing about Breath of the Wild. That if it was, instead of being that big, if they consolidated it, if they condensed it and made every place feel as important as
different.
every other place, then it'd feel a lot more like that's one thing that Final Fantasy VII the original does pretty decently, is that it feels like every part of the world has a big story moment location in it, and there's not a lot of nothing places on the world. And when there is a nothing place, there's like side quest potential, like Wu-Tai. I accidentally found Wu-Tai's whole side quest. I did not know that was in the game. So I actually did that when Cloud was a vegetable. It was kind of funny. Like, you were not supposed to do that as Sid, but because I was trying to find Cloud and like
Sid
check up
so
on
much.
him. I love Sid. He's the best.
I want him so bad.
I was just trying to check up on Cloud, and then I got stuck in Wu-Tai and had to do an entire side quest.
Yeah, what was I gonna say?
Yeah,
like Nier Automata's open world, it's like it's small, it's condensed.
Yeah.
It's not like there's some empty areas, but the area is so small that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's actually why I'm not a big fan. Well, I can't say I'm not a big
Or
fan.
it's
It's
like
why
an area
I've
for
never
a side
been
quest
able.
that's for later.
Yeah, it's why I've
Nier
never been
Replicant,
able to
its
finish.
open world isn't very good. It's just a giant open field because it doesn't make sense for the areas to be like
fun
funneling into each other.
Yeah, I mean again, it's a story versus gameplay.
I like
thing.
Final Fantasy VII's open world. I just wish
I hope
it
that
wasn't
Rebirth
such a
does it
bitch
well.
to navigate.
Yeah. I mean, random encounters are not fun. It's one of the reasons that I've never been able to finish Banjo-Kazooie, actually, because it felt like every... Oh, am I dying? Right. I'm gonna pee.
It's night.
Hey, my name is
DJ!
Hello. I was about to say, it's one of the reasons I have not been able to finish Banjo-Kazooie is because after... The only levels that I really like would be like Mumbo's Mountain, because it feels like every different location in that one level is as important and fun to play as all the other ones, while I always get stuck at Bubble Gloop Swamp just because it's not fun. Like, there's three different like areas, and there's one place that like converges them, and I cannot tell you the difference between all three. It's not fun.
Is she a bad bitch?
Oh yeah, she is. Easily. She's just showing. Oh my god. Showing off.
I think Metro Exodus has a pretty good open world.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's not a huge open world. There's like separate areas that you can areas that you explore separately in each like act of the game.
Oh,
and then Stalker has a pretty good open world. And that's because like in Stalker you're like a little fly, and if you
think they are, my dear, why spoil the fun?
And it's like you're not really gonna go out and explore for no reason, especially if you're not like armed to the teeth.
But you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. Someone would. This stuff is killing me.
Why should I care? Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too.
He just gave Batman dialysis.
Watching regular show right now and hearing skips come out of Joker is really funny.
Look, we're running out of time.
I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close, and then it was taken from me.
So we.
Is this gonna be like System Shock? Is this like System Shock 2, where you're working for Shodan for the rest of the game? Or not the rest of the game?
Taking my last breath, knowing that Gotham is doing the same.
What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms
all over the city.
So that's Protocol 10.
Poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10! Never heard of it.
Hold tight. I'll be in touch!
Aaron trying to kill Levi.
He just... That's really funny. Alright, this game looks neat. I forgot what I was about to ask. Oh, so Joker, everybody's seen the meme of him seeing Bruce Wayne in one of the Harley Quinn TV shows. Is that like accurate to his character, or is it just a funny haha?
Who has it?
Huh?
In the scene in one of the Harley Quinn shows where like Scarecrow or somebody takes off Batman's mask and it's Bruce Wayne and he's like, "Oh my, you just spoiled the surprise! It was so much fun before, and now he's just some boring billionaire. Who gives a shit?"
Yeah.
Is that actually in character, or is that just funny?
That is very in character.
Okay, cool.
Joker doesn't care about who Batman is, because like it's more fun to just be fighting something as opposed to someone.
Yeah.
Batman the concept versus Batman the man.
Everyone knows Batman is cool as fuck. I noticed. I would like to play these
when he's not stomping a criminal. When he's not
stomping criminal.
When he's not stomping crims.
Mr. Freeze? How many Batman villains are in this game?
A lot.
Cool. How do you think people felt when they're like, hell yeah, we get to recreate these iconic ass Batman villains in this game? Do you think they were like, oh my god, I feel honored?
Let me turn down the volume real quick. It was very loud.
Gotcha. If you could work on one video game, what would it be? And like leave your mark on any video game series, what would that be?
Batman Arkham Asylum City Origin. No, just Batman Arkham City or Asylum.
Very true. I would love to.
I would have loved to have my name on one of these.
Yeah, I would love to work on a Crash Bandicoot game. I think that'd be amazing. Crash Bandicoot, or like be a voice actor, or like a music dude in Final Fantasy VII. But that's never gonna happen, honestly. Yeah, no, Final Fantasy is so ethereal to me that I think it's cooler not being attached to it and just having the game exist. So
I'll tell you, this game is a very good baby's first Batman tutorial. This is the first Batman